Welcome again, everybody. This is Frank DeMora with the Last Chronicles of Planet Earth. If you just found my YouTube channel, please, I invite you to go to my website, BibleProphecyMan.com. You'll be able to download my documentary for free. You can click the link here and get more information about the last days prophecies that you're ever going to find in a bookstore. And the only difference is you can get this one for free with no strings attached. My ministry is a free ministry. I never charge anybody for anything that I do. All I want is for people to get blessed and to be driven to the Bible and to Christ. Now, I'm talking about today in my first parts of my post that I put up and my YouTube videos, which after I'm done with this post, I'll transfer it over to my website. But I've been talking about the 10 kings and how the European Union is falling apart. Why the Union is falling apart and is running parallel with the Scriptures in Daniel, it shows us that this kingdom would not hold together, and we're looking for the final 10 nations to solidify, and those 10 kings will give their authority over the Antichrist. We also see the formation of the church, this false church that Jesus warned about in the last days. Now, the Lord told us, let me get to a Revelation chapter 17 to show you what I'm talking about here. In Revelation chapter 17, he talks about the mother of harlots. And it says this, "And there came one of the 7 angels which had the 7 vials, and talked with me, saying unto me, Come up hither, and I will show you, or I will show unto thee the judgment of the great whore that sitteth upon many waters." Now, the many waters it's a terminology for people of the world. Revelation 17:12, "With whom the kings of the earth have committed fornication, and the inhabitants of the earth have been made drunk with the wine of her fornication." In other words, this mother of harlots, this false church, this false doctrine, this satanic church doctrine. This is what this is really talking about. So it goes on to say, "So he carried me away in the spirit into the wilderness, and I saw a woman sit on a scarlet-colored beast." Now this beast is obviously the Antichrist. The scarlet color is, in fact, one of the colors for the Roman Papal Church or the Catholic Church. It says, "Full of names of blasphemy, having 7 heads and 10 horns." Remember in Daniel, I just talked about this in my first video today, about God showing us and Jesus telling us the warning about the 10 horns that would come through this Roman Empire that would be revived. And so let's continue. "And the woman was arrayed with purple and in scarlet." Those are also the colors of the Pope, "and decked with gold and precious stones and pearls, of which the Pope has." The Catholic Church is one of the most richest churches in the world. "Having a cup in her hand full of abominations and filthiness and fornication." So there's definitely a warning about this false church. "And upon her forehead was the name written, Mystery Babylon the Great, the mother of harlots and abominations of the earth. And I saw the woman drunken with the blood of the saints and with the blood of the martyrs of Jesus. And when I saw her, I wondered with great admiration. And the angel said unto me, Wherefore thou marvel? I will tell thee the mystery of the woman and of the beast that carrieth her, which hath the seven heads and the 10 horns." Now, I'm not going to get into a long dissertation about this, but what I'm going to do is bring you to a link. I'll have that link at my site to show you that the origin of this satanic church stemmed all the way back from Babylon, where Nimrod was the king. And I'll show you this in this particular section here at this website. It says, "Nimrod had a plan to wield together and strengthen his evil religious system, and so married his own mother, who was Semiramis. She was the first defiled queen of Babylon, and Nimrod was the first defiled king. Semiramis was as wicked as her son Nimrod, and so much as much sold out to Satan and devil worship as he did, or did he? Incest was used here as a basis to unite this newly false religious system. Nimrod and his mother wife would be greatly used by Satan in the following centuries to send countless millions of, or even billions, to hell. Now, he gives you a whole breakdown of the Semiramis, the god. Semiramis, you'll see that all the way through the centuries when all these different kingdoms came into existence, this false idolatry church, this false satanic doctrine, was seen in just about every, and it was seen in every one of the empires, Asia, Egypt, and so forth. You'll see it in Greece and, of course, Babylon. And it's carried on all the way into this present society. So for your own knowledge, it'll tell you all about Tammuz and who is the Queen of Heaven, which is actually in modern days now, when you look at the Catholic Church, this is a offshoot of what we now see in the Catholic Church is Mary with the baby Jesus. And this will be explained to you in this. So, let me show you now that there's definitely a move to bring in this one world religion. And according to the scriptures, we see that the great city with the 7 hills, obviously, if you want to take a trip to Rome, just go to any one of the agencies and say, book me to a flight where the city with the 7 mountains are, and you'll be going to Italy, Rome, Italy. And now, as we get closer to Christ, we're seeing the formation of this one world religion that will be sitting on this beast that we just read about. And so here's some of the proof that shows you that this false satanic religion that Christ warned about, sitting on the beast, is coming to hand. It says, Saudi King Abdullah Interfaith Center in Italy to unify the world's religions. King Abdullah of Saudi Arabia has been planning for years to find a way to unite the world's major religions in an effort to help foster peace, and believes a new international organization to be housed in Vienna. Austria will help make that dream a reality. As soon as the institution was officially founded Thursday, some Christians are likely to start pointing to interpretations of the Bible prophecy about the emergence of a one world religion many believe precedes the return of Christ. And you better believe it, because the Lord warned about it, and now they're actually trying to put this together. It says that according to the media, the Saudi Foreign Minister Prince Hassad al-Faisal, and Austrian Foreign Minister and Vice Chancellor Michael Spindler, and the Spanish Foreign Minister Trinidad Jamez Garcia Herrera oversaw the signing of the contract between the 3 nations Thursday, in which they will cooperate in building an organization of an interfaith center in Vienna. Other high-level officials from the 3 nations were also reported in attendance at the treaty signing. So the building will be called the King Abdullah bin Abdulaziz International Center of Interreligions and Intercultural Dialogue. And you could read it for yourself. I'll put the information up there for you. But you'll see that this is going to have a governing body. You're going to see that the world religions are coming together. You see the Christians, you see the Orthodox, the Buddhists, the Hindus, the Jews, Islamic leaders. So the formation of the one world church, this false church that's been riding every kingdom since Babylon, is here. And it's forming at the same time as we see the possibility of the 10 kings that will arise to give power to the Antichrist. This isn't by coincidence. We are there, people. Signs of the times.